Well, good morning, y'all. It is Sunday, the 3rd. It is early in the morning. This is right after yesterday evening as I laid in bed in horrible lighting to try to show you this. And now after watching it back, I realized how really bad of the picture it was. So I wanted to show this to you again. So this is the yarn Carnival, called Yak Attack is the base. So 70% superwash merino, 20 yak, 10 nylon fingering, but it's called Seabird. And here's the full ball again. So as you can see, it's green, but it's definitely got a hint of tealy blue, teal to it, and then some darker, forest dew green colors. So yeah, I thought it was a really good color for the tree. And this, I'm going to trim it down just a little bit, will be the base. This is actually how big the bottom is going to be. There's a couple of spots where it seems to not want to not lay flat, but it seems like the knitting doesn't want to stretch properly. So I'm going to trim it down just a little bit so it fits right in the base of the thing. And then what I'm probably going to do is add a small little, let's see if I can find one here. Something about this size, like, when you get jewelry or pins or something that you order. I always keep these because you never know, right? I'm going to fill this with like rice or pebbles or something weighted that I can put down the bottom of the tree, and then I will fill the rest of it with stuffing. So this is just going to be a way for it to stay weighted so it doesn't topple real easily. So anyway, so that's my plan. I may actually find one smaller than that even, because the tree obviously is not going to be that big. And my morning Holly vlog watching. This is Sam. I don't know if you're familiar. If you're a knitter, you might be familiar with him. He's the Irish knitter. He's actually, I think, from Italy, but he lives in Ireland, and he is the sweetest person. Sweetest person. He's a knitter, but he's also an artist. And I was trying to think how I discovered him. But I think I discovered him either through Arna and Carlos or Kevin and Ray or somebody like that, because he from time to time would surprise other knitters with his artwork. And he is such a talented, he's primarily a painter, but he does other things as well. Anyway, I wanted to point out his vlogs this year because they're relatively short, but being from Italy, he is choosing to spend each one of his talking about his childhood memories in Italy around Christmas time. So it's really interesting to hear Italian customs and recipes. I think the other day he shared a recipe. And on a side note, it's kind of funny because he is from Italy. The fabric that all of us are stitching the Modern Folk Embroidery on is from Roxy Flosco, but it's called Panettone. And he does a perfect, because he talks about panettone bread, the bread that they make at Christmas time. And I want to say it was maybe the second episode. But you should go back and watch them all, honestly. But yeah, it was nice to hear someone say it correctly, just so you could get in the habit of saying it correctly. So anyway, so he's definitely one to watch, for sure. Like I said, he's just so interesting, and living in one part of Europe, but being from another part of Europe, and the traditions and the differences. And like I said, if you're into knitting at all, he has some wonderful projects. He is a knitwear designer, which is nice because that means he's kind of like Arna and Carlos. While he may be designing knitwear for himself, that means that his designs are much more unisex, so they could be worn by anybody, which make them really, really nice designs. So anyway, so that's Sam, and I'm going to get back to a little bit of my knitting before I start with my my day's stitching, and I hope you all are doing well, and maybe I'll try to check back in with you later before the day is up. If not, I will see you all tomorrow. Bye for now. Well, hey, I am already back. It is still Sunday morning. Hey! I wanted to show off. I completely forgot about this. This was kind of set to the side, and when I was recording my Advent stuff earlier, I realized this was sitting in that pile to show y'all. So if you're familiar with Toad Hollow on YouTube, but the company, they're out of New Jersey. I believe they're sisters. And they are a multi-craftual company. They do embroidery and cross stitch. They do knitting, crochet. They do quilting. They do all kinds of sewing. They make project bags, all kinds of stuff. So, but they announced earlier, probably a couple of months ago, back in September, October maybe, that they were going to move on from their yarn dyeing business for now. They just basically, like a lot of people, find that as time rolls on, their crafts change. And it's not that they won't keep knitting or crocheting, it's just that they wanted to move away from the yarn dyeing for a while, and are getting more into like fabric sewing and paper piecing, quilting, that kind of thing. But in that announcement, they mentioned how they had some yarn clubs left that would go through the end of the year. You know, they had all of those colorways and everything already planned out for the rest of the year, so they wanted to do that. But they also wanted to do one final winter kit or set. So these are the colors. Winter at the Hollow, and I got the mini skeins, so that way I got one of each of the colors, but I didn't have 6 full skeins of yarn. It would have been too much. So, and I wanted to support them. This was a big step for them because they do extremely well with their yarn sales, and they've had a lot of ups and downs this year with family stuff. If you follow them on YouTube, you know pretty well just all the things that have been going on, or if you follow them on Instagram too. So this was just kind of my way of wanting to support them here towards the end of the year, let them know, that I love these colors. First of all, they're just absolutely gorgeous. I'll flip over, or I think this might be open. I might pull these out. But yeah, I just wanted to support them because they do so much. I've actually bought a couple of their fabric sets from them, so I am looking forward to continuing to support them. And they recently, just here in the last few months, have both gotten into cross stitch, so it's really kind of cute. They've been stitching Mama Witch X Stitch patterns, so that's been really nice to see too. So fingers crossed, maybe they'll get into the floss dyeing or fabric dyeing for cross stitch. That would be really, really exciting. But they are definitely two people that just absolutely, when they do something, they are obsessed, with whatever it is they're going down. So they kind of wanted to put the yarn dyeing aside for a while because there were other things that they were so into right now, other projects, other crafts that they didn't want to spread themselves too thinly, I think would probably be the best way to say it. And I think that they would agree with that. So one more time, this is a set of 6 20-gram mini skeins, 80/20 superwash merino. They're 80 yards each. The colors are, so I'm going to pull these out. Winter at the Hollow, which, look at that, that's so pretty. And I love how, even though it's flamingos, their mailer actually matched the yarn. This is freaking amazing. Okay, so this is Winter at the Hollow. So this is a really, really pretty tealy, it's maroon and purple and pink and blue and just all of basically the other 5 colors just combined into one gorgeous skein. Snow Day, which is the icy blue color. Make sure that's right. Yeah, this is Snow Day. So it's just a real pretty pale blue, just like snow looks when it first falls, and you see just that crystally blue color. Woolly Socks, which is the pink, which this is a really pretty blush pink color. Maybe has a little bit of a little more red to it, a little bit darker, but really, really pretty. The bright red is called Holiday Makes, and it really is. It is truly, I mean, the camera is making it look darker bright red than it actually is, but it is just really, really pretty. Absolutely gorgeous toner. Flannel Pajamas, which is the dark red, and again, so pretty. And then finally, this is Holiday Makes. Oh, that says Holiday Makes twice on there. One of these is Holiday something else, and I can't remember. Okay, so I have to tell you, that's reading really blue on my phone, but I have learned when it shows up on screen later, it looks correct. So on my phone, this is reading really teal blue, but in the in real life, it is much, much closer to this bag color. I don't know why. Somehow it can't equate those two colors the same way. That's freaking hilarious. Okay, so again, one more time. I think one of them was like either Holiday Makes and Holiday Bakes or something like that. So I think that was a typo on the tag, because I don't think they would have named two things the same thing. If I think about it when I'm editing this, I'll look it up online, because they do sell, or did sell, the individual skeins. So yeah, I should have said that up front. This was a pre-order. Basically, it was, they had a certain number that they were going to sell. Also, if I go out to look up the name of these two colors, what the actual names are, and put it in, I will see if there's anything left, and I will pop that in here somewhere too, so you know. But when I ordered these were meant to be pre-orders. So that is the set. Basically one variegated skein along with the 5 that go with it. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I really would like to do a cowl probably, or something like that. I love these colors so much. I just need to find something, yeah, that I think is special for this. So that is it again for now. And this may be all I do today. It's been kind of a crazy morning, and so now I've got to play catch up because it's Sunday, and usually this is my day of relaxing and chilling and doing all the things I want to do. But now just life gets in the way and makes you reassess what you have time for. So you all take care, and I will probably see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.